just sent me in a flat spin spiral, what's happening dive. I started slowly, like my vision slowly like blacking out, and I knew, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm blacking out.
Norwegian wingsuit pilot Jokke Sommer and Italian big wave surfer Niccolo Porcella have been on a mission to pursue their dream of switching sports. To accomplish this, they traveled the world living on the edge, assisted by a team of world-class adventure athletes, training endlessly to achieve what most thought was the impossible. In just under 1 year, they were able to accomplish their goal, and now they've set a new goal to become elite athletes at both sports. Their journey will lead them to the depths of the unknown, to the very edge of the human experience, and eventually, to the core of their own existence. This is Beyond the Edge.
It has always been about pushing myself as a human being. You know, like learning to fly wingsuits was something amazing for me. It opened so many doors, and it opened my mind most of all. It's not about like the opportunities I got from doing it, but it's more about the understanding of how you can live your life, you know, and especially for myself, how I want to live my own life.
This time last year, in one of the most extreme switches in the history of sport, wingsuit pilot Jokke Sommer had just accomplished his goal of surfing big waves, towing into a 20-foot wave at the legendary spot known as Jaws. To achieve his goal, Jokke relied on the assistance of his good friend, world-class big wave surfer and waterman, Niccolo Porcella.
You just feel like it's the biggest accomplishment ever, you know, and like you're progressing and you're living your dream and you're in the moment and you're just like, brah, this is sick, you know?
Seeing all these different sports that makes my jaw go like, wow, you know, these guys are having a blast. Coming from extreme sports in general, it's just that I want to be a part of it. I don't like to see my friends play and me sitting and not being able to play with them, you know?
In surfing, sometimes you get that you're in the right place at the right time, and that was one of them, you know, and I pulled him into that wave. I'm like, whoa, dude, you're going too deep, you know, look at the right, you know, and he kind of like looked at the right, and he was just like, he couldn't even plan it. It was just there.
To be there and to have the opportunity to ride those waves, dude, I'm so humbled and thankful for it that dude, I don't even know what to say.
In exchange, Jokke then took Niccolo to the mountains of Europe to begin training in human flight, eventually accomplishing his goal of becoming a wingsuit pilot.
This year has definitely been unbelievable. We're like, you know, over the mountains on a heli, and it just went perfect.
It was beautiful, and you have the wall that we're passing by in the end. It was really nice jumps, and I think that's for sure was the pinnacle for his trip.
After one incredible year of living their dreams, they're back to where it all began, Hawaii. Their goal? To reach a world-class level in each other's sport. To assist them on their journey, Jokke and Niccolo are traveling the world with a collection of good friends and world-class adventure athletes. Norwegian athlete Hege Ringard is an accomplished skydiver, base jumper, and wingsuit pilot. She's also one of Norway's very first female athletes in the sport.
For Jokke to learn how to surf, I was worried about him surfing the big waves.
Petter Jonnson is a world-class skydiving instructor from Sweden and has been helping Niccolo train in precise body control and awareness during free fall.
I teach people all the time, basically from scratch, but Niccolo already had the balance sports with him, so his progression is pretty fast. He was burning.
Also joining is American athlete Clair Marie. With her first base jump at the young age of 16, Clair Marie is an accomplished base jumper, skydiver, rock climber, model, and stunt woman, clocking over 700 jumps and 5,000 skydives around the world.
Packed a bag and trying to figure out what I needed to bring, base rigs, skydiving rigs, climbing equipment. They're like, bring it all, we're gonna do everything.
In addition to this band of extraordinary athletes, Jokke has brought along another very special guest, his mom, who will be joining the team as she attempts her first ever skydive.
She flew Oslo, New York, down to Dallas, and up to Vegas, and then I wanted to drag her out to Hawaii, so it's even further away from home. I stedet for å se på den øya, for den ikke på den øya her. Så bare, faen.
For Jokke to become a more proficient big wave surfer, he'll have to train in the water as much as possible. Whether it's surfing, swimming, or diving, the North Shore of Oahu has plenty to offer, including some of the most legendary waves on the planet. Niccolo will need to get as much airtime as he can. Skydive Hawaii will offer him the opportunity to hone his wingsuit skills before the crew heads off to Europe, where he will attempt his first wingsuit base jump. To enhance his training, Niccolo has a new challenge in order to help push his flying skills to the next level. For this, he's enlisted the help of Clair Marie.
I've been, training quite a bit, so I've been flying. I'm like, yeah, let's do this wingsuit rodeo. It'd be fun, Let's do something new, Let's do a surfing rodeo.
Wingsuit rodeos are fairly straightforward stunts, so they've decided to add a twist. In a tribute to their Hawaiian location, after completing the rodeo, Claire will attempt to surf Niccolo in the sky.
I mean, we couldn't think of a better place to surf someone than the North Shore of Hawaii.
While Niccolo and Claire discuss the details of their jump, Jokke prepares to join his mom on her first skydive.
As soon as we got there, she got psyched to go skydiving. It's definitely good to be able to give her something that I experience on a daily basis, so she can feel that what we're doing is so worth it, There's nothing better than a proper tandem jump on Oahu, where you have the clouds and the shore and the ocean. It's just an amazing, amazing view.
Oh, it's just so fantastic! Oh, I want to go up again.
So Niccolo and I decided that we were going to do the rodeo together.
Claire is gonna ride on Nico's back. Nico had never had anyone riding on his back before.
He asked me, hey, Petter, you don't think I'm progressing too fast? To be an experienced base jumper, you need to have several years and these amount of jumps to really know what you're doing. And I told Niccolo, you're among people that are so experienced, you're among Yoda right now. You're listening, you're learning from Yoda. Let's say Charles that just started skydive doesn't have Yoda when he starts, But you have it, so you get the golden lane into what we're doing.
The wingsuit rodeo surf stunt is one of the most complicated wingsuit challenges that Niccolo has faced to date. Preparation and communication are vital.
Your back foot is underneath my rig.
Yep, back foot will be underneath the DOC. I am going to have to push off of your rig. I'll try to do it as evenly as possible, but I might push a little bit harder on one side than the other. So super slow and smooth, and I'll do the same thing, and I'll come up nice and slow, stick my foot underneath. Ideally, when I come off, I'll just come back down and take my foot out, and then just hop off to the side. And I can literally just push off on one side, and you shouldn't turn. You shouldn't flip over.
Yeah.
You might get a little spink, but what you will feel is you'll feel you take off all of a sudden, because all that weight's gonna be gone. You're just gonna be bam.
Yeah.
She's gonna come, right behind me, grab on. She's gonna try and stand up slowly and surf me.
It's gonna be easier to go steeper.
Right.
But just make sure you're holding that angle when she drops off too.
Yeah, exactly.
If I flatten out with your weight, we're just gonna be sinking.
Yeah.
And doing this, which we don't wanna do.
The team is ready for their first attempt. Niccolo and Clair get off to a rough start, but Niccolo manages to stabilize quickly. With the rodeo complete, it's now time for Clair to attempt to surf Niccolo.
First one we did a couple barrel rolls and she let go and stabilized. I flew away, had a nice flight.
I didn't get the full stand-up. When I go to do the stand-up, you need to be diving diving more because what happened was as soon as I brought my foot up, I just like popped off.
Yeah.
Skyboards.
Steeper angle.
Yeah. So we land and we go and we talk about what went wrong and how we could exit differently.
Clair kind of like hit her rig when we were jumping out, and so kind of threw her off a little bit.
Although they are eager to give it another try, Mother Nature has other plans. The wind picks up, and skydiving is suspended for the rest of the day. The team packs up and heads out for an afternoon surf session. They meet up with Oahu local, professional big wave surfer, and fellow skydiver, Trevor Carlson.
I think it's really cool getting to hang out with all the athletes that are just madmen in their own sports, and women in their own sports, and seeing them testing out other sports. I don't think so. These are my flip-flops. Nope. I got yours. We have the same kind. Oh wait, you do have my flip-flops. I was wearing them. I'm like, these feel different. Nice choice of flip-flops. Thanks, man. You too.
We were gonna go watch the guys surf, and so we all headed over to Trevor's house. And when we got there, he was kind of like, "Hey, so do you girls want to try it too?" He is like pulling surfboards like out of the ceiling and like off the wall, and he's like, "All right, this one's gonna be for you, and this one's gonna be for you." And I was with Hege, and she had been a couple times before, and so she was like super fired up, and I'd never been surfing before, so I was kind of more on the nervous side because I'm much more of an air person than I am a water person.
My water history is my whole life. I spent my entire childhood on swim team, played water polo. I did 7 years of junior lifeguards. My life, my existence was I was a lifeguard. That's what since I was a child, that's all I ever wanted to be.
Woo-hoo. Party on!
Go check it out. Perfect one for you guys to start out on. Nice and mellow.
Granted, to anybody else, they're probably baby waves, but they were intimidating. They looked pretty big to me. He gives us like maybe 5 minutes of instruction where he's like, all right, this is how you're gonna lay down, this is how you're gonna paddle. You need to make sure that you do big strokes and it's close to the board. Wave is gonna come along and you're gonna start paddling really, really hard, and as soon as you feel like the wave is taking you, you're gonna like pop up and you're gonna stand up and then you're just gonna surf. And I was like, man, you're making it sound really easy.
These people are jumping off cliffs with like it's no big deal, but they're in the ocean at like head-high waves, like wide-eyed and nervous.
We're about to go and all three of us just get smashed by this wave. And we're all like on our asses. And Trevor's like, okay, let's try this again, but I'm gonna take you guys out one at a time. Here, we're gonna get your first wave. Turn around, start paddling, paddling, paddling. I was like a little bit crooked, so it just like flipped me over and I fell right off.
Undeterred, Clair goes out for one last try. She manages to stand up, if only for a moment, catching the first wave of her life.
It's Hawaii. It's supposed to be big. It's supposed to be badass. That's why loads of surfers come here.
With the lessons complete, Trevor follows Niccolo and Jokke to the outer reef.
As soon as I started paddling, it did shift my perspective a little bit from like, oh, that's kind of cool, to being like, damn, that is massively impressive.
Although Jokke hasn't been surfing in some time, he picks up where he left off and catches a fun ride.
Fired up? Yeah. Fun?
That was exhausting. It was super, super tiring.
out how you do that.
We got some fun ones. I saw Jokke charging a few. You got a few,
I catch 6, but I smashed 4 of them, but the last one was quite good. It was long.
It was a longer one?
It was a long one.
It's really cool getting to see the girls out of their element when I know they're such badasses in the sky.
Yeah.
In the water.
That was something different.
Very, very timid.
As in any high-risk sport, these athletes share a special bond and appreciation for life. With another long day of jumping ahead of them, the team sits down for dinner.
I had a special relationship with my mom throughout the whole growing up. The only reason why I became such an adventurous person is because of you. Yeah, it is, because you dragged me around the world. Since I was a little tiny kid, you dragged me around the world, and I really appreciate that, because that made me hungry for more, and because of that, I'm sitting here with my best friends, traveling the world, living a dream.
Cheers, like, yeah.
Continue this amazing
Good time.
Niccolo and Clair, they were going to do a wingsuit rodeo that turns into she surfing on his back.
So let's do it even better, you know? Let's nail this one solid.
One of Niccolo's ultimate goals in his quest to become a world-class wingsuit pilot is to perform a base wingsuit jump. This means that he will jump from a cliff in his wingsuit, requiring him to make a near-perfect exit to take him clear from the wall impact zone. With that goal in mind, Niccolo spent last summer learning everything he could from the best in the world.
I saw base jumping as being almost like, I mean, it's beautiful, but it's also easy, you know what I mean? Like, anybody can do it. There's a lot more to it than I thought.
Base jumping is a sport where you want to teach people well. You know, like, I don't want to be scared about someone else's life.
You can do it, this sport in a safe way, for sure. But if you want to step it up, there's for sure dangers that comes with it.
You can't try, you know? You can't be like, yeah, I'm just gonna go for it and see if it works out. If not, I just jump off and it's all good. You don't just get hurt. It's mostly a fatality, and that's why we are very strict in our sport.
With more and more people getting into the sport of base jumping, fatalities have been on the rise. Just last year, Jokke and Niccolo's good friend and cameraman, Ludovic Worth, died in a tragic accident. He was filming with 2 other pilots when all 3 impacted the ground. There were no survivors.
As you get into it, you can decide, do I really want to respect all the rules? It's up to you. I've learned now, I'm like really like, you know what, it's not worth it. What's worth it is to be the man because you're doing it for so many years and you're having a blast and you're progressing. Ready for another beautiful, fun day?
Dude, I think we're gonna nail it this time. Let's
Did
try
it
to
last
stay-
time, we're only gonna do better.
Let's try to stay over the beach a little bit more while we're flying, and then I'll start standing up a little bit higher.
Okay.
That way, when I nail it, then I can like hold it for a lot longer than what we would have had yesterday.
Claire clips her parachute on the door as they exit the plane, sending them into a spin. Claire is unable to hold on and she releases. Instead of stabilizing, Niccolo is thrown into a flat spin, one of the worst case scenarios for any wingsuit pilot. Niccolo is now spinning out of control with little hope for recovery. He is experiencing G-forces greater than the average fighter pilot would feel during aggressive aerial maneuvers and is seconds from blacking out. Just moments before losing consciousness, his training pays off as he is finally able to flatten out and regain control of his suit.
Cool. No, that was fucking scary as fuck. That was not fucking fun.
That was the scariest thing I've ever fucking done in my life. Dude, that was the scariest.
Are you fucking okay? I was like, I was so happy when I saw you passing me on the canopy. I was like, thank Lord.
You didn't even know.
Dude, you just kept spinning when I hopped off you.
Dude, it was the scariest thing
Oh, dude, you came into a total flat spin. Like,
it was the gnarliest. I started getting the ooh, like fully like, frick, this is what they were talking about. That your vision goes black and then I'm like, super pressurized.
Yeah.
And I'm like, come on. I mean, it's something, I thought there was something that, because I'm like, I closed everything and then I'm like, still just going gnarly. I'm like, mama.
How do you get out?
And then, dude, I fully was like, frick, you gotta pull if you wanna live. I was like reaching for my handle and then I'm like, something was like, no, don't pull. You're gonna snap your neck if you pull now. And so I was like, frick, I just went like this and I was still spinning. And then I'm like, I went like that. I'm like, and I'm still spinning. I'm like, what the fuck is going on, dude? And then somehow just, woo.
That was so that was so fucking gnarly. That was so...
The near-death experience has the team shaken but not deterred. They resolve to try the stunt again tomorrow, but for now, they take the time to reflect on their mistake and what they will need to do to achieve their goal. Next time on Beyond the Edge.
It's like one of the worst skydiving nightmares.
That was one of the gnarliest thing I ever seen.
So I've done it and I know I can do it and we're gonna stick it.
Well, let's go do that again.
I wanna end being stoked and knowing that I can do this, not having a nightmare story.
3, 2,